Ladies and gentlemen, for that is what you now are, today is an important day for you. Today is the day where you leave the education system and receive your job assignment so that you may begin to serve the community. And while individually you may think you're simply being given a list of tasks, collectively you're receiving the responsibility of the human race. Because if the human race is to survive, it requires that every individual does their part. Our ancestors failed their responsibilities to protect us. Their callous attitude led to biological and nuclear warfare and forced us underground. And out of thousands of us that are left are all that remains of humanity. I will not lie to you, it is a bleak time. None of us have ever seen the sun or the sky, nor will we, ever. None of us will experience a lungful of fresh air, but everything we do for our grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Our spirit is indomitable and our will unbreakable. And although we may be standing on the edge of extinction, we are looking into death's eyes and spitting in its face. So I say to you, be proud of who you are and what you do, because decades from now, history will look back on us and call us heroes. So what do you think, Gina?
I thought it was very good. Very amazing, great leader. But I think it gets a little dramatic towards the end. Just a little.
Does it?
Well, mainly when you mention the part of not seeing the sun or sky or the outside. That bit. A little, just a little.
I'm only trying to make them feel important, you know, especially once they have to clean the toilets for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, but they're gonna be unhappy regardless of what you say to them.
That's true. Maybe I should leave the whole not seeing the sky passage, you know?
Yes, I think that'd be a very good idea.
Oh, I could open up with a joke.
A joke. Do you have one?
Yeah, I came up with it the other day. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Why do you care? You can't go outside. Yeah, okay, I'll work on it.
I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, sure.
What?
This isn't worth the risk.
We've already discussed this.
I know, but now that we've done it, I don't see how you talk me into it anymore.
Oh, you've just said it. We've already done it, so it's a moot point.
Good talk.
Don't start.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. If you want to have an argument, can we have it after our son's birthday?
All right, that's fair.
Great. Tim will be home from the school soon anyway. That can't be him.
Who is it?
Officer Edgar Blaine from the Department of Maintenance of Order. Please come to the door.
Crap, they found out!
No, they can't have. I mean, how could they?
Please come to the door now.
We're coming!
Why else would he be here?
I don't know. Just clean everything up and I'll go down there.
Okay.
Hi! Hi, officer. Hi.
Is this the residence of Linda and Barnes, Chaswick?
Chaswick.
Yes, that's us.
May I enter? Good. Thank you. There have been some disturbing reports down at this department. Reports of illicit activities.
Wow, what kind of activities?
You two have been accused of attempting to organize a birthday party for your 8-year-old son.
I'm shocked.
Who's been spreading these lies?
Was it Rudy?
He's never liked us.
Doesn't like anyone.
And no one likes him.
If anything, Mr. Officer, you should investigate him.
I take it you're denying the accusations then?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Then perhaps you'd like to explain this.
What is this?
An inventory for the food products of this section of the community. And, wouldn't you know, it's come up a bit short. We're missing a carton of powdered milk, a can of frozen eggs, and a sack of flour. Now, call me crazy, but aren't those the ingredients for a cake?
They could be.
Or pancakes.
Exactly. I mean, it doesn't mean it was us.
I suppose it doesn't. But this, on the other hand, seems like a rather nice ribbon. Perhaps one you would tie around a present. Where did you get this? I'll tell you where. Because there's only one possible place. You got this from the community stockpile of party decorations, and the leader didn't put either of you in charge of any official celebrations, meaning that the only possible conclusion that could be drawn is that you are attempting to organize a private and clandestine celebration of your own. I think it would be best if you came clean. You think I wouldn't be here if I wasn't sure? You think I can't smell the cake in this very room? Well, I can. And you know what it smells like? Guilt. Delicious guilt.
All right, fine. Yes, we did it.
Barnes!
Don't chide her, Miss Chaswick. She's right to confess.
We were only trying to do something nice for our boy. Is that so bad?
It is. It is a waste of resources to organize any celebrations.
Oh, come on, it was one cake!
One cake? What if everyone thought like you? What if everyone just took things because they thought it'd be nice for their mother or son or whoever? Where would that leave us? I'll tell you where. Extinct.
That's ridiculous.
We already have an annual birthday party organized by the leader herself. What makes your son so special that he needs another one of his own?
You call that a party? The leader just goes around and pats every child on the head and then everyone goes home. That's not a party. That's barely an event.
Hey, I enjoyed those parties.
Really?
I'm not saying that my son is entitled to more. I'm saying everyone is entitled to more. What is the point of living if we don't take the time to enjoy it every once in a while?
It is not your purpose to enjoy life. It is your purpose to ensure the survival of the community so that we may one day reclaim the surface.
A few moments of childhood joy won't get in the way of that.
What a short-sighted thing to say.
Short-sighted?
You think you're doing right by your boy, but what you're actually doing is setting up an expectation. By giving him such an extreme moment of joy so early on, you're just giving him something to contrast the rest of his life by. A happy child means a sad adult. I, on the other hand, enjoyed the most appropriately austere birthday parties thrown by the leader. And look at me. I'm happy.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
In agreement, surely.
What?
Officer, what's the standard punishment for this crime?
Given that you also lied about it, the punishment will be to move the two of you to sewer duty for the rest of your lives.
All right. That's fair. That would be fair. But see, however, we didn't understand the whole, well, everything you just said. And with the contrast, it was beautifully put. Wish I'd written it down. Tell you what, we'll just cancel the whole thing. Tim will be none the wiser, and maybe you could take the cake for yourself.
Are you trying to bribe an officer?
Or we throw it away, that works too.
Barnes, what are you doing?
Can I have a moment to chat with Linda? You see, she works at the school. She has a connection with these kids that really make her lose sight of the community's priorities.
No, stop. I have not lost sight of anything.
Can we get a minute?
Barnes, what are you doing?
Saving our butts. Do you really want to end up working in the sewers for the rest of your life?
This is more important.
Linda, I get this was important to you, but we lost. We got caught. It's over. The best thing you can do now is to keep working at the school and do what good you can from there.
Whatever, just, get him out of here.
Okay, thank you. Everything's all right now. It's all been cancelled. We truly apologize. I mean, we didn't understand how much harm we would cause by baking this cake. And I know it's a lot. But is there any chance you could just let this slide?
I really shouldn't.
Please, I'm just an electrician. But don't upset the kids by taking their favorite teacher away from them.
I'll be keeping my eye on you for a while.
Of course.
And bring me the rest of the ingredients.
Definitely. You mean now?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Are you really happy?
I hope so.
Pauline?
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Jim. I'm being transferred to this work assignment, and I'd be told to report to you.
Did you say Jim?
Yeah.
All right, take a seat. Put this on. I'll tell you what we do here. See this thing? That's a computer. It contains a sum total of all human knowledge, or at least as much as we could fit onto it, so it's very important we keep it safe.
Wow.
Yeah. Art, history, geography, philosophy, everything. So, if it breaks, that's it. It's gone. Forever.
So, we have access to all this information?
No, the data stays inaccessible until the surface becomes habitable. Again. Hopefully.
Oh. So what do we do?
What do we do? I'm gonna tell you what we do, okay? Yeah, you see this? Okay. Our job is to sit here and keep an eye on it.
Is this really all we do?
Yeah.
For the rest of our lives?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. This debate is hereby called into session. The parties to the debate are as follows. The great leader herself, elected by the people, for the people, with the people, and no one else versus Edith McGaffey, the head for the panel of the preservation of ethics. As the community law book states, any petition which has over 200 signatures must be openly debated between the great leader herself and the petition in question. The subject of today's debate is population control. We will now begin with a short statement from the head of the panel for the preservation of ethics.
Fellow community members, we have an urgent ethical dilemma on our hands. One, which we must address if we wish to continue calling ourselves moral human beings. Our current method of population control is one which is excessively cruel.
Oh, please.
It is a practice that would have been unacceptable in pre-community society, and it should be unacceptable today. There have already been severe repercussions throughout the community as a result of it.
Very dramatically put. Well done.
Isn't it against the rules to speak out during opening statements?
It is against the rules, but as the great leader, she can choose to supersede them.
Please, continue.
The panel for the preservation of ethics is demanding that we make a
Let me stop
change.
you right now. The Count and I understand that a method of population control isn't our most popular one, but the cold, hard truth we must face is that the community can only sustain so large a population. We simply cannot allow anyone to live past the age of 60.
The panel doesn't dispute that. We take issue with the method.
What's wrong with the method? It has a 100% success rate.
Again, not the problem. The whole process is barbaric.
The debate isn't going to go anywhere if we start engaging in hyperbole.
Hyperbole? Allow me to read out the 3-step method in dealing with our 60-year-olds, because I believe it speaks for itself. Step 1, collect the subject from his or her home. Thank you, sweetie. Step 2, lock the subject in an isolated chamber. Step 3, come back, 7 days later, and clean up the mess.
Gina, get up! What's your point? Which one of those steps do you consider the immoral one?
The last one.
Cleaning up the mess. You'd rather leave them there? That's undignified, not to mention unsanitary.
I mean the part where we leave them to starve to death.
That part is not mentioned in any of the 3 steps. You see, that's what makes our method so clever. We take no part in causing their death, which means we're not responsible for it. And everyone in the community can feel good about that.
No, they cannot. We become responsible when we lock those people away.
That's your interpretation. All we know is that one day they're alive and 7 days later, they're not. Whatever happens in those intervening days is not our concern. We're just happy it's working out in our favor.
You're dodging responsibility.
Precisely. And if we all agree to do so, who's to say that's wrong? We all agree to not blame each other for what happened when we locked those elderly subjects in that room. We are quite literally blameless. Ergo, we're doing nothing wrong.
It doesn't matter if we accept responsibility or not. What we're doing is still highly immoral.
Is it? Can something be immoral if no one considers it to be so? I would argue that we were all acting very morally until you came along and suggested we weren't. You're corrupting the community, and why? Why would you do that?
No, I'm not. I'm not corrupting the community, and I'm not the only one that condemns this method. I have over 200 signatures to prove it.
The three-step method is the most cost-efficient way of going about doing this. We don't have the resources to commit to an alternative method. What we do have is vast amounts of storage space, and we're making highly innovative use of them.
Do you realize the effect on morale this is having in the community? The 59-year-olds would rather take their own lives before their 60th birthday than go through the ordeal of being starved to death. Their grandchildren are coming home to find their grandparents' bodies in the middle of the living units.
So you're saying we should get them when they're 58?
No, that's...
Oh, what if we got the 59-year-olds to give us an advance warning when they're going to kill themselves? Then we can dispose of the body before the grandchildren come and see them.
This isn't about the children.
You don't care about the children?
No, of course
It's interesting you accuse me of callous disregard for my people when you're blatantly guilty of the same thing. And children at that.
This isn't the subject of the debate. Tell her.
I'm sorry, Great Leader. I'm afraid I must agree with her. The rules do require you to stick to the subject. But, of course, feel free to ignore that.
What kind of mediator are you? You're useless.
Hey, come on now.
Talk to Jerry like that. He's trying very hard.
I really am.
I know, Jerry. Oh, by the way, how's the wife?
Oh, really, really good. Like, we're starting to move on. I think we might start trying soon.
Oh, that's great. Congratulations.
Can we please get back on topic?
Yes, let's. I believe we're discussing Edith's burning hatred of children.
Yep. That's right.
No, we were not. You can keep trying to turn this around on me, but the people have spoken on the matter, and the law book states that you must make a change.
The law book only requires I engage in open debate.
Perhaps. But what will the people think when they see that their great leader doesn't care about them?
The people are firmly behind me, Edith.
I don't know. The very fact that this debate is happening proves that they have doubts. Do you think they will continue to follow their great leader if they see she doesn't care about what they think? Will they allow her to remain in power?
I never said I was ignoring the wishes of my people. In fact, I have the R&D department working on ways to improve the method as we speak.
You said we didn't have any resources to commit to an alternative method.
Did I?
You did.
I don't think so.
Oh, you most certainly did. Jerry, can you find the part where she said that, please?
Oh, yeah, of course. Just give me a minute. It should be right here.
What's the problem?
I can't read my handwriting.
What?
I'm sorry.
incompetent are you?
Hey, this isn't that easy, okay? Like, you guys speak really, really fast, okay? And sometimes I have to scribble, and I may miss a word or a few, and then I panic. You know how hard it is to write and listen at the same time?
I know, Jerry. You're doing very well for your first time. She's just giving you a hard time because this debate isn't going the way she thought. She came here expecting for me to look bad, only to realize I've already started to fix the problem she's put forwards. As if the great leader wasn't listening to her people's woes.
When can we expect this solution then, oh great leader?
Soon. Very soon. In fact, I'm on my way to the R&D department right now to see what they've cooked up. Off I go then.
Can she just decide to... Jerry! Can she just walk out of a debate like that?
Well, you see, according to the rules, no, but...
Yeah, I got it.
Oh my god, this is so boring.
It's better than being dead.
Is it? Let's see what you have so far.
I'm telling you, there's no point, Jerry. I wasn't able to finish it.
It's work in progress. I get that.
You don't understand. It can't be finished. It's impossible.
Mandy, come on. I'm sure it's just the writer's block. Just play the song. Maybe I'll be able to help you get past it.
Fine. Community, community, you always make me smile. Let me tell you why, for just a little while. There's so many reasons, the list goes on and on. Let me tell you why, for just a little while. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
What are the reasons?
That's the problem. I can't think of any.
You can't think of any? You can't think of a single reason what's nice about living in the community?
Not one. I don't think there are any.
Mandy, I can't go to the leader like this. What am I supposed to tell her? Hey, leader. Remember that one happy song you asked to serve as the community's anthem? Well, turns out that person I recommended was too lazy to think of a few reasons what's nice about living in the community. Sorry.
You think of one if it's so easy.
How about the fact you're not slowly dying of radiation poisoning?
Sure, that's sort of a given. What else?
Well, then there's obviously,
You're doing great.
just give me a minute. I can't think of any.
I know. Turns out counting your blessings is quite depressing down here.
Well, that can be right. It just can't. Come on, if we put our heads together, I'm sure we'll be able to find just one reason.
What do you think I've been trying to do for the past 2 weeks? 2 heads isn't gonna change anything.
But we serve a great purpose here.
Yeah, that helps.
We're the last mate of humanity. We hope that someday we'll be able to reclaim the surface so that the future generations...
Future generations, someday. Where does that leave you?
Where does that leave me? It leaves me here.
Yeah. Doing what?
Surviving.
And
is that all I do? Is that all we are? An intermediary stage? Just a bunch of people whose only purpose is not to die? These walls are so great, and as a reward, we'll only be starved to defend the end of it? What's so funny?
I'm sorry. You're just going through the same thing I went through. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. It's just I had a lot of time to think about it. It's a big thing to take in. You'll get around it eventually.
I don't think I will.
Well, then you're gonna have to figure something out because that's how things are done around here. I did end up writing a song, if you want to hear it.
What? About this?
Yeah.
Will that help?
Nope.
Sure, let's hear it.
Let's just admit life down here isn't great. There are many things about being alive to hate. We're just existing for existence sake. That's quite a depressing truth that's very hard to take. But please don't kill yourself. Please don't kill yourself. Though you might be tempted to hang yourself from the shelf. Please don't kill yourself. Though you might be upset. 'Cause it's clear there's no God here. And this is all we get. I know all the optimists, I know what they will say. Be happy for we will reclaim the surface someday. That is true, there'll be a person who will have that luck. That person won't be me, so I don't give a fuck. I won't kill myself, I won't kill myself. Though I might be tempted to hang myself from the shelf. I won't kill myself, though I might be upset. 'Cause it's clear there's no God here, and this is all we get.
Do you ever wake up crying in the middle of the night?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
David!
I'm right behind you.
Oh my God. What?
I don't know how to do it. I'm sorry.
I can tell.
Yeah. No?
It's okay, sorry.
careful.
Sorry.
Come in.
David!
I'm there.
Oh my God.
So, you want an exemption?
That's right.
I'm afraid our policy doesn't allow for those. If the community is to survive, it is vital that every couple have 2 children.
I know, but there are so many couples. So what if one of them decided they don't want to have a baby?
Well, have you been trying?
No. No. There's been no trying.
What about yesterday?
This oven is very much bunless, and I'd like it to stay that way.
Well, can you explain why?
It's such a massive responsibility. We don't think we're ready to have kids and to bring them into the community, only to utterly fail them as parents. So we decided it would be best just to not have them, for the greater good. Thinking big.
We didn't decide.
What?
You decided, Edith. My input had very little effect.
David, sweetie, I thought we were going to present a united front on this.
Well, I cracked. I'm sorry, but you know how I am. If I feel like something is wrong, I have to speak up.
I know. You seem to feel that way about a lot of things.
And you're always stopping me from expressing myself. But I'm like a pressure cooker, and this mental meal is ready to be served. You're always robbing me of my chance of having a child, but my paternal instincts are flaring up inside of me like a rush of water, rushing through me like water.
I've asked you to stop with the metaphors.
Fine.
And I've told you why I'm allowed to make this decision. Do you remember the reason? David.
Yeah?
What was the reason? Tell me the reason!
I don't want to! Because my vagina isn't at stake!
Because your vagina isn't at stake. And why isn't your vagina at stake?
Because I don't have one.
Because you don't have one. Good. So, Dr. Huntley, is there any way we can make this possible?
I'm afraid not. Every couple needs to have the 2 children.
What if we convinced another couple to have an extra 2 children on our behalf?
It's a bit more complicated than that, you see. The goal of pairing people together is to maintain gene diversity. And right now, the collective human gene pool is rather small.
There's a pool somewhere?
I'm so sorry.
And the population needs to stay at a stable 1,000, as it's all we can sustain. Which is why you and David here need to have these children.
So I still get to be a daddy?
Yes, you still get to be a daddy.
It would be one time just for us. Surely the community could handle that.
Even if I knew it would, I wouldn't allow it. Because then other couples would come in asking for exemptions, and before you knew it, we'd be inbreeding ourselves to extinction.
Well then, Edith, shall we go make a baby?
Can I talk to you alone for a second?
Why?
Yeah, why?
I just have some questions.
What kind of questions?
Intimate ones. Womanly ones.
Ew, okay.
I promise I'll be with you afterwards, sweetie.
You really promise?
I really, really promise.
And you'll be right out.
I said so, didn't I?
Okay, bye.
Don't forget to close the door behind you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so here.
Okay, bye.
Leave.
Yeah.
David?
Yeah? Oh, sorry, I thought I could grab one.
No, you can't.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the thing. I can't freaking stand him, Doctor.
Excuse me?
I hate him. I hate him so much you don't understand. I hate everything he says and everything he does. When he starts talking, it's like being hit in the head with a crowbar, except the crowbar won't shut the hell up.
I think I understand.
Point is, I don't mind having the babies. I just don't want to have his babies. The thought of something growing inside of me, that's part him. It makes me sick. And what if they turn out like him, Doctor? I mean, two more Davids left to roam free and exist around other people. I can't be responsible for that. I won't. I couldn't live with myself.
Calm down.
Calm down. Calm down. Tell me to calm down one more time. I dare you.
Calm down.
Can't you just get another guy to quickly knock me up on the down low? No one needs to know. I won't even know. We can stick a bag on his head. I'll put in some earplugs, read a book. We could get the whole thing sorted in like 3 minutes. I won't even enjoy it.
I don't think I have to explain why I can't do that.
I think you do.
The whole point of pairing you with David is to maintain gene diversity, and this plan of yours just completely eliminates David from the gene pool.
Believe me, would not be a bad thing.
And even if we were to ignore that, it's incredibly dishonest towards David.
I can live with that.
Aren't you the head for the panel of preservation of ethics?
Yeah.
How can you even suggest this then?
Okay, I'm not proud of it. But can you just take a second and imagine having the child of someone whom you most hate and can't stand being around them.
Here's the best I can do. We usually get families to live in the same compartments, but we could get you and David to live in separate ones. You would still have to have his children, but at least you wouldn't have to see him.
Can't you just write up a report saying you have a faulty uterus or something?
A faulty uterus?
Yeah, some medical reason for why I can't have kids.
I could, but I won't. The whole point of pairing you with David is to maintain gene diversity, and frankly, that's more important than your personal feelings on the matter.
Fine.
Will that be all?
Yeah, it's just, I'm about to see him again. So I don't want to hear the sound of his voice, so I'm taking a minute.
You could gag him.
What?
When you're trying for the baby, you could gag him, so at least you don't have to hear him during.
Come on. David!
I'm right behind you.
Aren't you even curious what's on this thing?
I told you. History, geography, art.
Yeah, but what's that supposed to mean?
I don't understand.
Well, I don't know. Art, for example. There has to be some great works of art on here. I don't even know how great art looks like.
I draw sometimes.
You what?
I do a little drawing.
When?
When you're sleeping. Want to see?
Sure.
Nothing special. Pencil, paper.
That's
The computer.
right.
Do you like it?
I think we're putting too much emphasis on math.
Why? Math is very important.
I don't know. Whenever we get to it, I can just feel the kids' eyes glaze over as they stop paying attention.
That's because you don't teach it with enough enthusiasm, and kids really do pick up on that kind of thing.
What they're picking up on is that math is boring as hell.
Oh, come on, don't do that here.
The kids aren't here.
No, but it will start becoming a habit.
Frick, you're right.
Haha, very witty.
Why do we have to do this every year?
It's always good to make sure that the curriculum is up to date.
Nothing changes from one year to the next.
Okay, perhaps, but it's always good to, just streamline it a little bit.
But the system works fine.
Is this Linda Chaswick's and Thomas's Wilkins office?
Uh-huh, that's us.
May I take a seat? I'm here on behalf of the leader.
The leader.
Yeah. Here to speak to you about the school and the curriculum and all that sort of great things.
You know what? We've been trying to get a new location for years now because the stairs, they're real trouble for the kids and they really struggle with it. And we've been trying to contact the leader actually and get a new location for years now, but we never got a response back,
Yeah, I'm here to speak about the curriculum.
Oh.
So, what do you guys teach the children about how the leader was appointed to her almighty and unquestionable power?
Well, we tell them that there was a vote and whoever wins becomes leader for life. And then, they die. When they die, there's a new vote and, so on and so forth.
Yeah, that's what we thought as the council.
You want to make a change to that?
Just a minor one. We were thinking it would be more fun for the children if you taught them that the leader was given her and selected to her power by some supernatural and completely unquestionable power.
Almighty?
And unquestionable. That bit is very important.
But that's not true.
In this situation, the truth is not the priority.
So you're asking us to indoctrinate the children.
Indoctrinate is such an ugly word.
But that is what you're asking us to do, right?
Listen here, in the future, if this was changed in the curriculum, it would just become education.
This is wrong.
So, tell me more about this change then.
Well, we've been throwing around some ideas, such as the big build, the beyond, something like that.
I think the beyond is better.
I agree. More authoritative.
Thomas, stop contributing.
What?
This is obviously a ploy by the leader to strengthen her position.
Yep, it is.
You're not even going to deny that there's another reason for you doing this?
The leader would never lie to her people. She felt that if this was done, she'd be able to control and help rule the community better.
Does this have something to do with that whole mess with the panel for the preservation of ethics?
I'm not going to lie to you. That did give the leader reason to do this, but you have her full assurance that it'll be done for the greater good.
Oh, we have her assurance now. Great, because then that means that there is no issue whatsoever, right?
Actually, I don't think there is, Linda.
What?
Seriously, I don't see what the leader has to gain from this.
Absolute power?
Absolute power to do what exactly? Repaint the walls? Make herself a comfier chair? We live in a basement!
Doesn't make it okay to give it to her!
Maybe, maybe not. But I believe her when she says she's doing this to make it easier for her to rule this dump. Have you considered a space switch?
I could try and pitch it, but it might be too far out there for the council. But then again, it's about kids. Nothing's too far out there for children.
Are you guys listening to yourselves?
She's very combative, isn't she?
You don't know the half of it.
How? How do we even do this? Some kids already believe in a god.
Oh, yes. Most definitely stop using that word around the children. It'll just confuse them and make their lives harder.
Thomas, we teach this every year. People nuked each other for believing in the supernatural and not believing other people for believing the same thing.
Yeah, you do teach that,
Uh-huh.
but that isn't
Here.
the entire truth.
What are you talking about?
I'm not supposed to tell you this, but some of the curriculum has been changed a bit, especially the world history about how we came to be here. For example, world history, religion, nuclear war, that kind of thing.
Yeah, except that's not true. I know what's true because I learned it.
Yeah, you learnt it in the curriculum. That was changed by the leaders.
So none of it's true.
None of it at all, to be honest.
Wow, that's amazing.
How do you even know all this?
Well, there's a big computer, a big file, and it's got all of the changes we made to the curriculum and the community so we can keep track of them and make sure they're still being used for the greater good.
Smart.
Yes,
Can I excuse myself for a moment?
of course. So, tell me more about this space switch idea so I can pitch it.
So, she needs to have like a really strange name. Like,
Enola.
maybe Izembrolica. And she came down to Earth as a ball of flame and engulfed the whole planet. But saved a few and kept them fireproof and moved them to the community. And she gave the leader a burn mark.
But the leader would have to burn herself for that idea to work, wouldn't she?
Look, just imagine the leader in front of a crowd of kids and she shows the burn mark and goes, "Look, I was chosen." And then all the kids go, "Whoa."
I can imagine that would be very impressive. I could attempt to pitch it to the leader, her with her almighty power, but she may say no, but I'll try. I'll definitely try to pitch it, yes.
It's worth a try.
That's all it is. You feeling any better?
No. And I've come to say, I want to be transferred to another job assignment.
What?
I want to be transferred.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we came to that conclusion. I'll tell the leader herself.
Mm-hmm. Sure you will.
Are you okay?
No.
Space Witch is pretty cool though.
Very.
Jim, come on, wake up. It's not sleeping hours. Come on, Jim, wake up.
Do you think it's okay?
Are you sure you don't want anything? I'm sure Gina could get some biscuits.
No, I'm okay, thanks.
Okay. I'd like for us to move away from this hostilities we've established.
I appreciate that. I really do. It's just that I think the matter is quite urgent and needs to be addressed immediately.
Will you have a biscuit when we're done then?
Sure.
Gina, biscuits. Okay, so as I was saying, I've asked the folks in R&D to fashion a more humane method of euthanasia that is still cost-effective. Bear in mind this is just a prototype, but please behold the automated cheer-upper.
What's this?
It's the solution.
I'm not sure I understand.
It's simple. Before we lock the elderly subject in a room, we give them less. Then they'll have someone to talk to in their final moments.
So we're still starving them then?
Not for company. Oh, come on, that was funny.
Do you really think this makes what we're doing okay?
I think so. The problem with the method, as you put it, is that it's a bit unpleasant for the subject. With this, we relieve their suffering, so there is no problem anymore. And it's reusable, and I think we can all get behind sustainable solutions. You don't look pleased.
Of course I'm not. We're still starving our people to death, and I don't see how a sack changes that. It's not gonna keep anyone company. It's a frickin' sack.
To you, yes. But you see, on about the third day of hunger, the subject starts to experience all kinds of crazy hallucinations. And what was once just a sack is an incredible conversationalist. We already tested out one of our subjects. You should have seen her. She was having a whale of a time. Chatting and laughing, frankly. Maybe excited for the day it'd be my turn.
So you're really gonna propose this solution to the rest of the community?
Yeah, I feel good about it.
There's no way anyone's gonna go for this.
I think you'd be surprised.
And I think you're underestimating how seriously the people are taking this matter. Need I remind you of the 200 signatures?
Oh, please, enough with the 200 signatures already. That's all I hear from you. 200 signatures, 200 signatures. As if that's some kind of grand achievement. I'd get 200 signatures saying everyone should change their name to Steve if I tried hard enough.
What's that supposed to mean?
Tell me something. Those 200 signatures, did people flock from all over to come and sign your little clipboard? Or did you go from door to unit, explaining your cause to a bunch of disinterested idiots who only half listened to you while they signed your clipboard without fully comprehending or even caring why? Come on, tell me.
The second one.
The second one. Now, you can continue to make a ruckus about this all you like. I'm not going to stop you. But eventually, everyone will grow tired of hearing you argue with me. Then, I'll swoop in and have you replaced as the head of the panel for the preservation ethics, and there. You've achieved nothing and lost everything. So what do you think of the device now?
I think it's great to see the leader listen to her people and address the issues they bring to her attention. This device shows her devotion to the well-being of the community.
Yes, it does.
You were elected to protect us.
And that's what I'm doing. You have to believe me when I say I don't enjoy a little euthanasia program. But it's what we have to do to get back to the surface. We have to cut as many corners as we can.
All right, fine. Can I go now? I feel sick.
Oh, wait, one thing before you go. I heard you tried to get a pregnancy exemption.
How do you know that?
I've been keeping an eye on you.
It's supposed to be confidential.
Yeah, I know. Listen, you go along with our little solution here, and let's say I'll elect you to council. And maybe you work so tirelessly that you become too occupied to get pregnant with, what's his name?
David.
David. Then maybe I'll decide to give you a pregnancy exemption so that you may keep up the hard work. How does that sound?
That sounds pretty good, actually. Why are you offering me this? What's the catch?
There's no catch. You're a bright person, Edith. Although I hate to admit it, I'd rather not have an intelligent person hold a grudge against me. And you showed initiative, which, you'd be surprised, is severely lacking in a council at the moment. So, what do you think?
Can I get some time to think it over?
Yeah, sure.
Great. Thanks. I'm gonna head now.
Oh, before we go, let's go.
How bad is it?
Even if we ignore the millennia of human culture we completely wiped out, we also lost vital information we would have needed to rebuild on the surface.
So, pretty bad.
Can't believe I'm in the leader's office. She wants to hear my ideas. I'm always full of great ideas. I've had this latest one. It's a lot of science, so If you don't understand, it's okay. But basically, it's like the mind and the stomach, they don't agree, but they do. It's a food shortage thing, yeah? And when you eat fast, you eat less. Mind, stomach, kind of crazy. I've had this other one also.
David, shut it. Please.
I reckon she does want to hear my ideas. The leader herself wants to hear my ideas. Although that wouldn't explain why you're here. You don't have any good ideas, Rudy.
If you say so.
I mean, if we're being honest, there's no reason at all why she'd want to summon you.
And why wouldn't the leader want to see me?
Most regular people don't want to see you.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're gonna laugh at the irony. You're kind of rude, Rudy. I mean, I'm all right with you. Because I'm cool, I roll with it. I go with the flow. Okay. But the others, not so much.
Go to hell, David.
Fine, be sensitive. Do you think she's all right? Yes? Is something wrong?
Nope, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I'm David. What's your name?
Leave me alone, why don't you?
What part of the community are you from? I don't believe we've ever spoken before.
You're right. Let's not break the streak. Leave me alone.
Jeez, you try to be nice around here. Why the leader wants to speak to a pair of misery guts like you two? I can't imagine.
Oh yes, because you clearly have such a scintillating personality. You've been brimming with quality conversation ever since we got here.
Oh, so you want to talk now? Well, you can take your words and you can keep them. Ha!
Great. Shut up and sit down.
I bet you won't be talking like that when the leader is here.
Hello, I apologize for the wait.
Glorious leader!
What are you doing?
I'm showing you with respect.
It's not necessary,
Sit
please.
down, idiot.
Fine.
So, I assume you're wondering why you're here, so I'll cut straight to it. The community is in trouble.
Ha! I knew it. And you come to me so I could help you with the food shortage problem thing.
You must be David.
She knows my name!
Please shut up, sit down, and don't speak up until I'm finished.
But if you'll just...
What did I just say?
Yeah.
Sit down.
Why is everybody making me sit down?
So, as I was saying, the community is in trouble. One of our service generators has malfunctioned. There is a backup generator running, but it won't last much longer. The only way of fixing it is to physically get someone up there. Obviously, whoever we send will definitely die by the time of completing the task. That's one of you guys. Sorry, I don't know why I paused there.
Hi, David, but you already knew that. I don't understand.
Oh, well, I thought it was pretty clear, so I kind of stopped talking, but obviously you're just hearing.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's just that, are you asking us to go on a suicide mission?
Yeah, basically.
But we're not even engineers.
It's a simple fix, doesn't require any technical know-how.
So why's it got to be one of them?
Oh, well, you see, the Count and I debated at length about who to send out, and one of us mentioned, since whoever goes there will definitely die, we should send someone who wouldn't be missed by anyone. Once we had that, if I do say so myself, brilliant insights. It was just a simple matter of gathering necessary data to find the most detested member of the community. Again, that's one of you guys. Sorry, I did it again.
What?
The only problem is that you all scored equally low, so we decided the fair thing to do was bring you up here to give you a chance to defend yourselves before I make the final decision. Or one of you guys could just volunteer. That'd be so much easier, to be honest.
David.
Wait. Wait. What data? How did you get it?
Oh, well, you know, a while back we sent that little fun questionnaire asking for your opinions of the fellow community members.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. Well, that was less of a questionnaire and more of a selection process. And the results are clear. You three are just the worst.
There must be a mistake. This can't be right. I don't understand. Why do people hate me so much? Do you know?
That's not relevant.
You don't know that. It might be. I might be able to prove them wrong. Can you check, please? There.
We're wasting time here. Precious time. Here it is. He never shuts up.
That's it?
That's it.
Yep, that checks out. I vote for David.
So do I then?
David, does that work out for you?
Absolutely not. What about the two of them? Funny how that hasn't come up. Why are they down here? Rudy, do you have any ideas?
Watch it, David.
You can think of any reasons why you're here.
No, I can't.
You don't think Bob had a few things to say about you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, so you don't mind if I tell them then?
Bob is an idiot and you know it.
It's more than just Bob.
That's because Bob goes around and talks. I don't care what anyone says, I am not a homophobe.
Sorry, what?
I said I am not a homophobe.
Yeah, but why do people think you are a homophobe?
Because they don't listen, they don't hear my point. All I am saying is that right now, with humanity so close to extinction, the gays don't really have a place in society. Again, emphasis on rights now.
But Bob's had his 2 children, so what's the problem there?
Well, if his 2 children grow up like him, then they grow up like him. I mean, isn't it obvious?
Yeah, so maybe we should send a lot of them out there to die. Fix 2 problems at once.
You really need to think that one over.
No, obviously not. Look, I said no, didn't I? It's her, she's making me look bad. I don't know how, but she is. Why is she down here? Funny how that hasn't come up.
Why don't you take a guess?
What, I don't know, rude? You won't even tell us your name.
Her name is Molly Lester.
Molly Lester, the editor-in-chief of the newsletter? That's you?
So the questionnaire.
Yep, I wrote the questionnaire that got us all here. The council asked me to write it, and I did.
Didn't you think you might get picked yourself?
I assumed that by helping out, I would be exempt from the selection process.
Whoa, we never said that.
It was pretty strongly implied.
You know what? I'm seeing it from your point of view now, and yeah, I could see why I would have thought that. That's a fault on our part.
Wait, so you mean to tell me that you knew what was going on this whole time and you decided not to do anything about it?
You'd have ganged up on me.
Yeah.
Like you're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, now that it's out in the open, screw you, great leader. You delictitious prick.
I probably deserve that.
We should send you up to the surface for going along with this.
I don't deserve this. I was doing the right thing.
Right. I must say, none of you are making very good cases for yourselves.
What if we refuse to go along with this?
We can force you up to the surface if we must.
Yeah, but then why bother fixing the generator when I'm up there? Maybe I'll just take a nap instead.
You would die out of spite?
Well, I guess if I'm dying anyway, then...
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with her. I'm not dying for a bunch of people who are glad to be rid of me.
Well, unlike these two, I'm still loyal to the community, so if you'll just let me out of here, I can prove to you how useful I can be.
Like hell you do, you just don't want to get picked for the mission.
I'm serious. Like, it's a whole opportunity for me for self-improvement, you know? And again, let me out of here, and I can show you everything I can do. People will see a whole new me, a me that would do anything for his peers.
Jesus, what a frickin' suck up.
You're not just saying this to try and impress me, are you, David? You being genuine?
Yes, absolutely.
You're a good man, David. The others were wrong to send you here.
Oh, come on, you're not really falling for this, are you?
Thank you, leader.
Molly, Rudy, you two can go.
What?
David, you've made it clear to me that only you can be trusted with this mission.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. Don't you see? It's clear sending either of them would be pointless. They'd rather die than save the community.
But
you weren't lying, were you, David?
No.
You'd do anything for the community, wouldn't you, David?
Yes, absolutely.
So you're going to fix the generator for us, aren't you, David?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Molly, Rudy?
Sorry I called you a frickin' suck up, I guess.
Yes, Thank you, David.
Am I definitely going to die up there?
Yeah,
Don't you have radiation suit things that I can wear?
we do, but the radiation's too strong. If anything, it'd make you die more slowly.
What about my mating partner, Edith McGraffy? I can't believe how she'd feel about all of this.
I think she'll understand.
There must be another way. I can't be your man. Find another solution, something.
It's too late for that, David. Soon, I'll inform the community of your sacrifice, and you'll be a hero. Can you imagine what they'd then do to you if you didn't actually go? You can't back out now. Are you okay?
I'm going to be alone up there. Would have been nice to have a little bit of company.
We can provide you with a walkie-talkie, so you can talk to someone when you...
Yeah, that'd be good. Could I have a moment alone?
Yeah.
What if I sprint to the generator, fix it real quick, then sprint back? Do you think that maybe I could make it?
Maybe.
If we put it back together, maybe nobody will notice.
Yeah, but it won't work, and we'll need it to reclaim the surface one day.
Sure, but that won't happen in our lifetime, right? We're definitely going to die down here. You know what I realized? Assigning people who put it in the computer only increase the chance of something happening to it.
What?
I mean, really, if you think about it, if nobody was tasked with protecting the computer, it would have almost certainly definitely been fine.
What's your point?
It's ironic, isn't it?
Ironic? Well, excuse me if I'm not in the right mindset to appreciate the freaking irony!
Just trying to lighten up the mood.
How's that going for you?
Pauline, what's going on?
No.
What no? What's the light supposed to mean?
You know the generators on the surface? It's telling us that the radiation levels have dropped to acceptable levels.
So, does that mean we can go back to the surface? We can leave this place?
Yeah.
So what happens now?
We have to tell the leader so she can plan our return or something.
Right, and if we did that?
We'd have to tell her about our little mess up here.
Our mess up being...
Losing the entirety of human knowledge!
Right.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? I fixed the generator, but hey, I'm on the surface and I'm fine. And there's trees. I'm alive. Hello? Hello?
Are we the only ones to know about this?
Yeah?
So what do we do then?
I don't know.
What the hell did you do?
He's dead. It solves your problem. Why are you still complaining?
I just didn't want to have his kids. I didn't want him to die.
Yes, I know, but then the whole thing with the generator came up. And what can I say? 2 cockroaches, 1 stone.
Come in. Come in.
So, where did they transfer you to then?
Storage. I start working there next school year.
I can't believe you're giving up teaching.
I don't have a choice. What they want us to do to the children, it just makes me sick. They can't even have a freaking cake for their birthday, and now we're lying to them at school.
They lied to us as well.
And I can't believe you're not mad about that.
Look, it's what needed to happen. And now this is what needs to happen if we want to survive.
Hello? Can you hear me?
So you're telling me that you don't feel bad at all about sending him up there to die.
As the leader, I have to take big picture decisions. Sometimes that means making an unpleasant one. When you're the member of a council, you'll see that it's all about sacrifice.
How much do we have to sacrifice before it stops being worth it? Before it stops making sense? I mean, there must be a point where we start to defeat the point of being alive at all.
Look, I'm about to sound like a mouthpiece for the leader here, but we don't live here for ourselves, Linda. We live here for the future generations, the ones who
The
will
ones who will reclaim the surface. I know, I've heard it 1,000,000 times.
And that doesn't mean it's not true. We have to prepare because one day we will be ready.
What if we cover the light up with something?
Like what?
Oh, duct tape.
Duct tape. Duct tape? Where will we get the duct tape from?
From the community's stockpile of party decorations.
And hide the fact that it's safe to return from the rest of the community?
Maybe it's best if nobody knows.
Hey, everybody needs to know it's safe. Hello? This thing isn't working.
Because, I mean, really, now that we've lost all this knowledge, we cannot rebuild a civilization. How can we rebuild one without knowing how?
Wherever David is right now, he's happy with the knowledge he's doing the community a service. It's more than most people get.
I don't know if I like this way of thinking.
Someone needs to do it. Our job is to shepherd humanity to the surface.
And what will we have to say for ourselves when we get there? That we're willing to sacrifice every shred of morality when it becomes inconvenient.
It's not inconvenient, it's life-threatening. What does morality matter if we're all dead?
I suppose that's true.
I know you think of me as a bad person, Edith. Yes, I take harsh decisions.
You knew it wouldn't work. You just gave it to me so I'd be more happy to die for you.
But to me, a bad person is someone who puts themselves ahead of the rest of humanity.
So really what you're saying is that we're saving it by keeping it down here.
Precisely.
And as a bonus, we won't go down in history as the two idiots who set back humanity by a millennia.
That is a nice bonus.
The leader probably looks down on us and laughs every day.
I think that she thinks she's doing what is best.
Then you're an idiot.
Then I'm an idiot, and you're the smart one for not liking the way things are. Congratulations! What are you gonna do about it?
So do you think you can work for the greater good?
No, I can't.
Yes. Yes, I can.
Then let's shut up, sit down, and grade these papers in peace.
Great. Ugh, I'm scared you get my hand burned in a minute.
Your hand burned.
Oh, it's this whole thing. Come on, I'll explain on the way.
So, should I get the duct tape done?
Are we really doing the right thing here?
I don't think you should try answering that now.
Yeah, probably not.
Please don't kill yourself. Please don't kill yourself. Though you might be tempted to hang yourself from the shelf. Please don't kill yourself. Though you might be upset. Because it's clear there's no God here. And this is all we get.